Hey everyone, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time watching me, welcome. This video is part 3 of I Bought Too Much, Said No One from Sassy Girl Aroma. This is actually 2 hauls that I combined together. When I got the first of this order, the second, you know how Julie combines pre-orders? I had one that was shipping not that long after this one. So I actually combined both of these. I think that made sense there. Okay. It's been a long day, been a long weekend. I sent out 3 boxes of baked goods to my dad today. I didn't work today. I took today off. And then for extra fun, our hot water tank decided to act up. So we had a plumber come in today, and that's all taken care of, and we paid a bunch of money, and happy Christmas to us, basically. So but I wanted to take the time tonight because I did not get a chance to film this weekend like I anticipated, and I wanted to talk about this haul because there's just some scrumptious and fantastic blends, in my opinion, in this haul. So this is the one with all the pistachios. So let's go ahead and get started. I also did get a good bit of perfumes, and although I am not going to spray them or anything like that because I don't want to do that on here. Most of these perfumes I've had before, and with the exception of one, I remember what they're all dupes for, but there's one, maybe it'll come to me in the midst of filming this. But let's go ahead and get started. I do have 4 samples here that I'll talk about last. 4 little sample cups. I did have 5, but I unpacked one of these orders downstairs in my kitchen, and I put that little cup in my warmer downstairs. It was a leather one. It was actually a really nice creamy leather. So that one has been used up, and I'll talk more about that one in my next empties video. So here we go. Sassy Girl Aroma is owned by Julie G from Tomah, Wisconsin. I have, I think, 1, maybe 2 more orders that's coming in from Julie, but I have no wax that's shipping till after Christmas time for that. So this is I Bought Too Many, Said No One, part 3. I have everything in a box right next to me here because I have quite a bit of perfumes, like I said, and quite a bit of brittles, like I said. So this here, let me see if I can lift this bad boy up here. This is what we get to talk about in today's video. So we'll just go ahead and go. I'm taking the perfumes out from here too. I love the fact that she offers us these little sample, I don't want to say sample, they're like deluxe sample size. These little purse perfumes or travel perfumes. I just go crazy with those because that allows me to really see, is that scent going to work for me, kind of a thing. But fortunately, I've been able to purchase most of these ones. I say that because I have some Godfather and I have some Angel Share, and you know, those ones are hundreds of dollars a bottle, so I can't attest from having the real McCoy myself. But yes, each order comes with a business card here with Sassy Girl Aroma on this side here. Then on the back we have Julie and Tyrell, either Gebchek or Gebzik. I'm not sure how to pronounce her name. If I'm making an educated guess, and with my heritage being of Russian and Ukrainian, even though I'm not sure what her last name is, just the letters, I think it's Gebchek, but I could be wrong. If I am wrong, I'm sorry. I don't try to say her last name on camera because I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. So she does have a storefront, which is on Superior Avenue in Tomah, and then her phone number, her email, and her website information on this card here. So each order comes with that. Let's do wax first. Nope, let's do perfume first. Okay, Julie's been doing a lot of sales. That's why I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8 of these little perfumes here. So these are her little travel perfumes, or her deluxe sample size. They have a magnetized case here like this, which I love because even though I do take most of these perfumes out of these cases. I do keep a couple of these because that's perfect for travel. I can stick this in my suitcase. I can stick this in my toiletry case that I take with me. And this is less than 3 ounces, so I could even take this in my carry-on if I wanted to. This first one here, it has on the front here the ounces for this little tube inside, and on the back here just all the warnings. Don't eat, don't spray, don't inhale, and then be kind, and all those things. So this first one here is one of my favorite perfumes. This is Miss Coco, and Miss Coco is the dupe for Chanel's Coco Mademoiselle. And Coco Mademoiselle, I'm not going to spray these like I said, but you can still smell just the faintest little hint on these ones here. Coco Mademoiselle was one of my first perfumes that I bought when I first started working when I was 17 years old. And I had went with, I think I bought this when I was probably maybe 19 or 20. I went with my dad. My dad has 2 sisters, and one of my sisters, the one that lives in Pennsylvania where my dad lives, one of her sons is in the Air Force, and he was moving up the ranks. So we went to his ceremony, and his wife had this perfume on, Coco Mademoiselle, and I just thought she smelled like $1 million, and I love that perfume. So I asked her, what perfume were you wearing? And she told me. And I have been in love with Coco Mademoiselle ever since. So it's been a while since I've actually had a real bottle of Coco Mademoiselle. It's on my Christmas list, but my husband knows that I buy a lot of perfumes, so he probably isn't getting that one for me, if I had to make a guess. But I love just how classy, how crisp, and how strong the perfume is. It is a strong one. I can't wait to start using Miss Coco and see how this one measures up to the Chanel version. The next one I got here is Angel's Touch. Now, Angel's Touch is by it's Angel's Share by Kilian. That is the fragrance. I have probably 4 of these, and I think I should buy a big bottle of this because I wear this all the time. Angel's Touch is one of my favorite perfumes. Angel's Share, whatever you want to call it. It's one of my favorite perfumes. It is cognac, praline, and oak, and some other things in there too. But it's classy, it's unisex, it's sophisticated, it's sexy vanilla. It's alluring, and I love it so much. It's right up there next to Godfather. Speaking of Godfather, I bought the big boy of Godfather. I went through probably 3 of these little guys of Godfather, and I thought, why don't I just buy the big bottle? You know, I deserve it. I should get the big bottle. These are her new perfume bottles here, and you can see how sophisticated these ones are looking now. Julie's been having some issues getting some labels for some perfumes. So this one here, it's nestled very tightly in this velvety foam that's in these boxes, but I like that because it gives that nice structure for shipping abuse. This one here is Godfather. So on the back we have Godfather. This is Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille. That is what this one is. I adore this perfume. I love this. I wear it probably 3 days a week, sometimes 4. Depends on how many days I've been wearing Angel's Share. The last few months I've been wearing just Godfather and Angel's Share. And yes, I have a handful of other things I spray, but the majority of my scent has been Godfather and Angel's Share. So that's the large bottle. I also got one more cologne for my husband in this order, but I've already wrapped it and it's under the tree. I did get him a bottle of Megapint. I don't know what Megapint actually is a dupe of, or if it's just a creation of Julie's, not sure, but we're going to see if he likes it. I hope he does, because I can't take it back. So, okay, this next one here, Time to Bloom. Now, Time to Bloom, this one is a dupe for Miss Dior, Absolutely Blooming. I absolutely adore Absolutely Blooming. It's so beautiful. It's a floral, but it's a beautiful, well done, somewhat tame floral, and not just in your face rose or peony or jasmine or honeysuckle or anything like that. I first found Absolutely Blooming from another vendor, actually Swanky. I found it in wax, and then Jeannie went on to offer it in perfumes, and I absolutely love Absolutely Blooming. This is actually on my Christmas list, and if I don't get the real Miss Dior bottle, I think I might buy one for myself for Valentine's Day. You know, you have to love yourself too. So I really, really love Absolutely Blooming. In fact, when I'm finished with one of the bottles of perfume I have in my rotation right now, I'm going to get this guy out and start using Time to Bloom, Absolutely Blooming. Okay, next perfume I treated myself to. This one is Black Hood. Now, Black Hood. I might have Black Hood in this pile here of wax. Let me just do a quick look here and see if I have it. I think I do actually have it in here. If I don't have it in here, it was in one of my previous orders. Nope. Or maybe it's coming. Maybe it's coming. Maybe it's coming. Black Hood. I don't think man, my memory is failing me right now. I want to say Black Hood is the dupe for By the Fireplace. But I could be very, very, very wrong on that. So don't quote me on that. Black Hood, let's see. I'm not sure. But Black Hood has just, it's screaming in popularity in wax and perfume, and with good measure. I don't remember the notes of this, and I know I bought Black Hood. I don't think I have, or maybe it's in one of my previous videos. I don't remember, guys. I mean, this time of year is, you know, anxiety inducing and water heater failing and cookie time making and just hustle and bustle and the regular stressors of life amplified up around this time of year. So I don't remember exactly what is in Black Hood, but it's offered all the time and I like it. I do like it. Since that was a hot mess, maybe this next one I can explain a little bit better. Okay, You're My Angel. Okay, You're My Angel. That's this one here. This is Angel by Mugler. And I have worn Angel. My perfume that I wore in college, my two perfumes I wore were Lancome Hypnose, which Julie actually has a dupe for. It's called Under Hypnosis, and it's pretty spot on. I actually went on Lancome and I found the large bottle of Hypnose. I don't know if they don't make Hypnose much anymore, if it's a rare or whatever, but it just took me right back to college. I wore Hypnose, and I also wore Burberry Brit, which I think I have Burberry Brit in here. I think it's called Trench Coat. If it's not Burberry Brit, it's regular Burberry, which I love. So Burberry and Hypnose. But Angel, I wore Angel when I was in my mid-20s for a long time, and Alien also. I have Alien in here too coming. But Angel is such a popular fragrance, and it's tough to describe, but it's addicting. It's alluring. I fell in love with it. I found it in Macy's or a store that's now out of business in Pittsburgh called Kaufman's. One of those department stores. I absolutely fell in love with Angel. And Angel has, the bottle is the shape of a star. You lie it flat, and it has a silver top to it, excuse me. Angel is great. The next one from Mugler I have, let's see if it's going to be in this next box, or if it's one of these ones coming up here. Actually, this next one is Trench Coat. Let me find Alien Ship. Okay. Now this one next here is Alien Ship. Now I know this font is hard to read because of just the color and the darkness and that stuff. But Alien Ship. Alien Ship is Alien from Mugler. And Alien is it's so strong. You can smell it right here. It's another tough one that's hard to describe. And that's the thing with Julie's fragrances and any fragrances. I mean, I've been a fragrance girl since I was in high school. I've worn a fragrance. I started out with the first bottle of perfume is actually one I'm using right now, Treasure from Lancome. My mom wore Treasure. And my mom also wore Magie Noir, which is hard to find. I'm trying to find it, though. Another Lancome fragrance, I think. And, of course, from the 90s, my mom wore Giorgio. If you remember Giorgio, I don't think they make it anymore, or maybe it's on one of those discount fragrance sites. It's Giorgio Armani. but it's the yellow or gold and white striped box. That's Giorgio. Man, I would buy Giorgio if if I could find it, just for nostalgia purposes. But Alien, these fragrances are so hard to describe. That's what I was going with. So hard to describe, and you just unfortunately have to wear them and see how they react with your body chemistry, because what smells good on you might smell terrible on me, and vice versa. Or you smell a lady in public or a man in public and you wonder, what are they wearing that's so sexy and alluring, and I can't keep smelling you. I can't stop smelling you. Just have to try it. And that's why I really like these little sizes here. I think these are $12.95. When they go on sale, they're $10 and something, I think. But I love these, and that's why I buy most of these in. So I can really see if I love Julie's version of a fragrance before I go and buy the big boy here. This is, I think, $33.95 or something like that. Okay, this next one is Trench Coat, which we talked about briefly. This is either Burberry Brit or Burberry. I can't smell that one without spraying it, but I got this one strictly for nostalgia purposes here. And plus it smells good too, but it just takes me back to the days of youth. This last one here, before we go into the wax. I'm trying to open up the wrong end. I'd be sitting here forever. Triumph. I don't remember what this is a dupe of, but look at that color. Wow. Triumph. I don't remember what this is a dupe of. Triumph. I don't know if this is a man's color, if this is for my husband. Maybe this is... I don't remember. I'll have to look and see. Pardon me on that one, guys. I do not remember. Okay. Let's get into the main event, the wax. Main event. So like I said earlier, I prefaced this video by saying there's quite a few pistachio blends in here. Julie, of all the vendors in my life, Julie has excelled very well with her pistachio blends, in my opinion. So, she is the owner of my favorite pistachio blend ever, which is in this group here. She does have a few that are a little similar to each other. So if you like one, you like the other, kind of a thing. So this first one I want to talk about, this is in no particular order. A lot of these are new to me and some are repurchases, but this first one is Beach Wedding. Of all the beach night blends I've had, I've never tried Beach Wedding. Beach Wedding is Beach Nights, Wedding Cake, and Marshmallow. So, Beach Nights. Oh, is that good? Beach Nights. Julie does it the best, in my opinion, in all of vendor wax. Julie's Beach Night is top notch. This smells like Beach Nights to me. I'm not getting too much wedding cake because, to me, wedding cake oil is kind of on the lighter side. So it's not going to translate much on cold to me, especially given that Beach Nights is so strong. And then marshmallow is just there for extra sweetness. But when I get this melting next year, I am going to be looking forward to the sweet cakiness of the Beach Nights with Beach Wedding. Next one, this is a popular one with a lot of you. This is Green Machine. Now, I held off on buying Green Machine for a long time because it's extremely similar to Brandy's Pistachio, which is my favorite pistachio blend from Julie, and my favorite in all of wax. This is pistachio, sugar cookies, zucchini bread, and marshmallow. The only difference with Brandy's Pistachio is that is zucchini bread, birthday cake, and zucchini. So this one is toned down just a little bit more. It's a little bit more creamy with that sugar cookie. But this one here, this smells nice. I like this. It is in the middle of a nice, strong, punchy pistachio, coupled with a really creamy pistachio nut. Not as creamy as some other blends that are out there from other vendors. There are just some pistachio blends, even though I could bathe in pistachio and I love pistachio, there are some I just don't care for. This here I really, really like. I know Green Machine is loved by a ton of you, and with good measure, because this is a really good one. This is Green Machine. Next, we have pistachio custard cookies. This is vanilla custard, toasted pistachio, honey, almonds, and fresh baked sugar cookies. This is my first time buying this blend. Let's see what this one's like. I'm getting that rich, thick custard that's beautiful. It's almost like a custard that you would have in the middle of a cream puff or an eclair, like or a Boston cream donut, we'll say. This is so good. I like the richness of the pudding and just the babyest hint of pistachio. Not a lot, not strong by any means, but it's there. It lets you know it's there, but this is a creamy pistachio variety. Next one is pistachio in the kitchen. Now in the kitchen, if you're familiar with Sassy Girl Aroma, in the kitchen, she has a whole lineup of in the kitchen. Smurfs in the kitchen, which is a blueberry blend, I believe. Audrey May's in the kitchen, which is strawberry pound cake. There's raspberry donuts in the kitchen. There's a lot of in the kitchen. Now, in the kitchen is cookies, Twinkies, birthday cake, vanilla butter fudge, and marshmallow. And then she just adds whatever she's blending within the kitchen on top of that. In this case, it's pistachio. So, in the kitchen is good. I like this. It's about the same type of strength of pistachio as in here, except this one is a little bit stronger because it does have the richness of that vanilla butter fudge. It has the Twinkies, it has the cookies. Yes, it has the cookies and it has the birthday cake. So this one, delicious also. Next one is one I've bought many times, strawberry filled Twinkies. This is sweet strawberry jam with Twinkies and vanilla cream. This is interesting because I swore that Julie changed the name of strawberry filled Twinkies because of Twinkies being a trademarked name. I thought she changed it to strawberry sponge cake or something like that. And maybe they're two different blends. I don't know. But this is strawberry jam with Twinkies and vanilla cream. This one, it's nice. You're met with a beautiful, almost a blend in between fresh picked strawberries and strawberry jam. So you have that delicateness of fresh picked strawberries, at least it's delicate to me. And then you have that nice, rich, hefty sweetness from the strawberry jam. And then you blend it with Twinkies, which I don't really like Twinkies in my life. They don't have much of a flavor to me. But you get the creaminess and the strawberry is much dominant in this. And not to mention, look at that gorgeous color, guys. Look at that gorgeous, gorgeous. I haven't really been showcasing the art that are these brittles. If you're watching this video, most likely you've ordered from Sassy Girl Aroma, so it goes without saying that all of these, when you melt that down in your warmer, that wax pool is just a beautiful work of art. And if you don't touch it, it will stay undisturbed in that beautiful design, excuse me, for a while until, you know, it warms up and just blends into each other. And then we have the beautiful beach wedding here. Okay, strawberry filled Twinkies. We talked about that one. In the kitchen, another in the kitchen. This is raspberry donuts in the kitchen. So once again, we have our cookies, birthday cake, Twinkies, and vanilla butter fudge, but this time it's with raspberry donuts. And that beautiful color pattern here too. Love, love, love when she does pink. So this one, I am a really big fan of Julie's raspberry donuts. It reminds me of raspberry Bath and Body Works, Wildberry Jam Donuts, something like that. I don't remember exactly the name, but it's from a few years ago. That raspberry donut it reminds me of that. It's almost like you're smelling a jelly-filled powdered donut. It evokes that beautiful bakery, fattening, sugary goodness. That's what it smells like to me. And this one, it's no different. That raspberry jam donut is, maybe that's the name of the candle. Raspberry jam donut, maybe. This just screams raspberry donut at you. So it's fantastic. This next one is a beautiful one for this time of year. This is Christmas at Santa's. I actually have one brittle left of Christmas at Santa's, and it's downstairs in my melting tote for the downstairs part of my home. This is pepperberry wreath, sugar cookies, and marshmallow fireside. This one is nostalgic for a lot of you out there, and with good reason, at that. This one here, this is nostalgic in the way that Julie's Traditional Christmas is nostalgic to me, and Best Christmas. Best Christmas, I don't have in this bunch here, but Best Christmas, I have almost blown through a whole brittle downstairs this weekend when I was baking down there. So, Christmas at Santa's, it just smells like something we smelled in our childhood. Pepperberry wreath, cookies, and marshmallow fireside. I am getting the pepperberry wreath. It's nice, and a little bit of pine, not too bad, but it just is, it smells like Santa's workshop, basically. If Santa's workshop had a smell. That's what I feel. Next is Fall Bakery. Now, this one has been a multiple repurchase for me. I actually was melting this morning in my bathroom. This is a tried and true classic, and I figure I better buy one more brittle to have in my backup for throughout the year until next fall. This is zucchini bread, pumpkin pie, sugar cookies, and apple pie. So everything that you want here in a fall bakery is here condensed in a brittle. And it's so good. This one, the pumpkin pie spice and the apple pie spice just blends so beautifully in the air. You have the creaminess of the zucchini bread with just a little hint of spice, not bad. It's just the warming spices of your clove and your cinnamon that goes in, you know, either your pumpkin pie or your apple pie. I don't put clove in mine, but some people put clove in there. But I'm just trying to describe the spices that I'm getting in this blend here. And this is a good one. It's a good thrower. It performs well. It's yummy. Pistachio wedding cake. This is a new one to me. Pistachio pudding cake, waffle cone, and wedding cake. I grabbed this one because I haven't had it before, so I figure why not. This one is mostly right now to me, at least on cold, is the pistachio pudding cake, which I'm not complaining about. I could melt pistachio all day, every day, and not complain. I love pistachio. From day one, I've loved pistachio. So this one is nice. Some of these pistachio blends, they're similar, but my baby, my girl, is Brandy's pistachio right here. This is pistachio birthday cake and zucchini bread. So it's similar, like we talked about, to Green Machine, but it's amped up quite a bit because it doesn't have cookies in it and doesn't have marshmallow in it. So this one here is rich, it's hefty, it's yummy. This is pretty strong for about 40 to 45 minutes or so, and then it creams out to a beautiful bakery deliciousness. You're left with that birthday cake, and you're left with that marshmallow. Excuse me, the birthday cake and the birthday cake and the zucchini bread. This smells so good. Love that blend. Next is a new one to me. This is Christmas tree cake. I should take this downstairs and melt this week because, hey, it's Christmas week. This time in a week, it'll be Christmas night, and we'll be sitting looking out the window like they do at the end of A Christmas Story after the long day. The Christmas Story, of course, my husband and I, when we're doing Christmas morning, my mom comes down and spends several days with us here. We have A Christmas Story going, and as nostalgic and I don't want to say old because Christmas Story is from the 80s, but as nostalgic as that movie is, I never watched it until I met my husband 13 years ago. So, however, I've seen it probably 80 times in the meantime, and I just absolutely love it. I can relate to everything in that movie, especially the parents, and just, you know, it's I don't want to say this in case there are kids watching this video, but it almost gives away the big secret around Christmas time if you watch it. And it's funny how sometimes when you're younger, the brain just doesn't put two and two together, you know. And and even watching movies from my childhood, my youth, and watching it now as an adult, it's like, oh my God, these were full of innuendos, and that's what that means, kind of a thing. But Christmas morning on Christmas Story is just, it touches me. So, Christmas tree cake. Of course, the Little Debbie Christmas tree cakes, which we've had probably in this house I started buying them back in October. I bought probably 3 or 4 boxes of the white ones, but then my husband really loves the chocolate trees. And I think they're a little bit better too. The white trees are just, they're vanilla. They're kind of bland, but the chocolate ones are good. And Marty approved. He also loves the cherry cordials, which I don't think they're putting Christmas stuff out still from Little Debbie. I think they've moved on to Valentine's Day, but I mean, I could be wrong. I haven't really been looking in that department, because I know I just made 9 different types of baked items and fudge and all sorts of stuff. So I do not need to be buying any cookies from the grocery store. But this is Christmas tree cake. Buttercream frosting and almond cake. This is simple. I'm going to take this downstairs and melt this, because not only do I want to see how this performs alone, this would be a miraculous blender. This could blend with everything, because it really isn't that strong. It's kind of weak to my nose right now. So the almond cake is not almond, it's not amaretto. It's just vanilla cake to me with buttercream frosting. So I bought this one because of the name and because of the season. Next, this is a new one to me. This is Brandy's Coffee. Love me some coffee. This is birthday cake, zucchini bread, which those two together are Brandy's. Birthday cake is zucchini bread. This is blended with fresh brewed coffee. So, cup of coffee and a piece of bread. Yes. Oh my God, is that good? That is so good. That coffee blended with the cake and the zucchini bread, so good. I have talked many times on my channel about my aunt's banana nut bread. I misplaced the recipe, but I found it last week. My grandmother showed it to me. And I say that, I never knew my grandmother, either of my grandmothers. They both passed before I was born. However, my mother has passed on down recipes that her mother gave to her in my grandmother's handwriting, and I have those in my collection. And my banana nut bread recipe, which is my 88-year-old aunt's banana nut bread recipe that snagged her husband. It's a story, but I like to tease her with that. Her banana nut bread, I found that recipe, and I misplaced it as far as going with this. I was going through my recipes, and the last little section of recipes I had, I told my husband, I do not know where in the hell this banana nut bread recipe went to. I either threw it away or I'm lost my mind, because I can't find it. So my grandmother's recipes were written on long legal pads, like the white legal pads. It's, you know, they're yellow, but they have them in white too. Like that size paper. And it's folded in half and then in half. So it's a square. The last couple recipes were my grandmother's recipes, and one of them felt really thick. And guess what was inside that recipe was my banana nut bread recipe. How it got stuck in between two, I have no idea, but I found it and I made it. I ran out of bananas, or I would have made a third loaf. So I'm going to buy some more bananas when I run to the store, and I'm going to make that fresh loaf for my home. Banana nut bread is delicious, fantastic, and yummy. Back to wax, I promise. This is so good. The coffee mixed with the zucchini bread and the birthday cake. This is fantastic. If I could bottle this perfume in a perfume, I would wear this, because it is so good. Oh, I just can't keep smelling it. I just can't stop smelling it. This is fantastic. I love this. I would buy this in a loaf. This is one of my favorite coffee blends. This is right up there next to IHOP. IHOP is my favorite coffee blend from Julie. Oh, one more whiff. So good, so good, so good. Okay. This next one, oh, sorry, I didn't mean about my tripod. My leg falls asleep if I don't put it out in front of me here. Let's stick with coffee. This is May the Caffeine Be With You. This is another new one to me. This is birthday cake, zucchini bread, cupcakes at Tiffany's, coffee, and caramel. So we've had lots of birthday cake and zucchini bread blends in this order tonight, but this one I wanted to try because it's coffee and it's got all these other yummy bakery goodies in here. So this coffee here in this blend here smells different from the coffee that's in Brandy's coffee. I don't know if the oils are the same or different, but I'm getting a nice punch of caramel with May the Caffeine Be With You. Not getting too much birthday cake, zucchini bread, or cupcakes at Tiffany's. This is caramel coffee. But when this is warmed up, those bakery notes will make their way to the top. I know that because I've experienced a blend like that before. Next is Midnight Silence. I don't remember what this is a dupe for, but Midnight Silence. This is robust black tea, a luminous blend of citrus, smoke, chocolate, pepper, and floral notes. I had to go with this one because it's so exotic and I don't want to say out of my wheelhouse, because I do love a good pepper, oak, cognac, tobacco, tea blend. I love all those things. This one here is gorgeous. It's floral. There is a floral component to this. The floral notes, I'm not exactly sure what. We have chocolate, pepper. I don't know if there's a little bit of chocolate orchid in here. Usually if chocolate orchid is in here, it's on the label though. But this, it has black tea to it too. So it's floral with black tea. If you like tea blends, give this one a try. You have to like a little bit of floral though, because it is pretty dominant here. This just smells sophisticated, like cigar room. This reminds me of Harbor Tea, although Harbor Tea is a little bit stronger in the black tea department, but that is a delicious blend. Next is Santa's Shortbread. I think this is a dupe for Santa's Blueberry Shortbread or something like that from Bath & Body Works. I have it in my collection. It's one of the last blends I have from Bath & Body Works. It's a really good blueberry blend. This one is described as warm shortbread with fresh ripe blueberries and sweet whipped cream. So this one is a blueberry bakery one, and I had to grab this one because myself and Marty like blueberry bakery. This really does smell spot on to Santa's Blueberry Shortbread. I think that's what it's called from Bath & Body Works. This has a nice shortbread bakery note, but it is coupled beautifully with that blueberry. That's so good. I love this. I'm going to take this one downstairs and melt this because this is just a scrumptious, delicious fragrance. This was, the last time I saw this was in body care, but it doesn't really necessarily scream body care because it's cookie. My favorite Bath & Body Works Christmas blend that is bakery is Christmas cookies. I love Christmas cookies. There's just an almond note to it. Not amaretto, but it's just almond and it's creamy. And it just is authentic, yummy bakery yumminess. So good. Two more brittles here. We have one of my favorite zucchini bread blends. One of them is My Life as Zucchini. This is fantastic. 3000% approval rating from me for this one. This is zucchini bread, sugar cookie, and sugar milk. So this is so good. I love this. It's sweetened up zucchini bread with sugar cookies and sweet milk. This says sweet milk, sugar milk, same thing to me. But this, oh, the creamy, rich, delicious, so sweet sugar cookies with that rich, hefty zucchini bread and sugar milk. Yummy. I love this. I would buy this in a loaf. It's so good. I love this. I haven't had this in a while. I've been out of this for many months. I should have bought 2 of these. So good. And finally, Jackpot. This is a Vegas dupe, a Vegas resort dupe. I don't remember which one it is, actually. I want to say that this might be Aria or Cosmopolitan. I could be wrong on that. I probably am wrong. I don't remember the dupe for this one. But I have this. I've had this one before. This is exotic black tea leaves, toasted fig, ground nutmeg, neroli, vanilla, and tonka bean. A lot of these guys are in my wheelhouse, but put it together and it's sophistication. This one really is. This is good. It is a tea blend with a little bit of extra something something. Tough to describe this one. These resort blends are really tough to describe. But if you like black tea, I feel confident you would probably like this one too. So that's Jackpot. Or maybe it's Delano. Maybe it's Delano. that's the dupe for. We'll see. I don't remember. Okay, these are new shapes to me here. I have 2 of these. I don't remember if these are her. These aren't mini loaves. I don't know what she's calling these. I don't remember what she's calling these. But it's like a mini loaf, because if you know anything about her loaves, they're kind of like this big, the square shape. But I love these because, 1, when I chop this, it'll go back down in the bag very nicely. And 2, these are so cute. I love this shape. This is Zanzibar. This is a Pure One. Pure One is out of business, but this is a Pure One dupe. Zanzibar I had years and years and years ago when I shopped at Pure One. So good. This is clove, cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, natural musk, oak moss, and vetiver. So heavy, heavy, heavy spice presence in this one here, but it's so good. Yes, you almost get a little bit of citrus in here, but what I'm smelling is a combination of the spices with the oak moss, but it almost pulls a little citrusy to my nose, but it's not citrus. Once you really get a deep inhale, it just on the surface, superficially, it smells like citrus to me. But I love this. I've had this in incense. I've had this in a candle. I love Zanzibar. It's great. I'm so happy that she has a supplier for that oil. And this last one here, this is Tuscany. I think this is a Pure One also. I'm not sure though. I could be wrong with this. And I forgot to mention, these are chunky, just like her loaves are. If you've ever chopped one of Julie's loaves, they're beautiful. They crumble though, unless you heat them up when you chop them. And I don't, because I do reserve all of my chopping for my chop and chats. I've got almost like a Santa's bag of presents size wax bag to chop through for January. I was hoping to get one done this month, but it looks like it's not going to happen. I've got to make it so I have to do it when my husband isn't home. And he might go golfing on Saturday in the morning. I know it's winter, it's Christmas time. Golf shouldn't be a thing, but it's been unseasonably warm out here. We do have my husband's family Christmas on Saturday evening at 6. So if he does go golfing on Saturday, I will do a chop and chat in the morning to get this puppy going for January. But if I don't have a chop and chat up, it's going to be in January, because I'm going to wait for him to go over to his over his mom's or somewhere when he's not in the home because of noise levels and stuff. So just thought I would put that out there. And also, if you follow my channel, I know I still have to do my 2 November 2-year-old anniversary winners. Haven't forgotten. I've just had a lot on my plate this month, guys. A lot on my plate without saying too much. So this is Tuscany. This is Tuscany. This is a very herbaceous accord with a note, a very herbaceous accord with a heart of green notes and undertone of citrus. So greenery, garden, yumminess, I'm there for. This one is very herbaceous, very green, very garden-like. If you like tomato vines, there's a couple vendors out there that have tomato oil. I have them and I love them. I love tomato vine. And if you grow a garden in the summer, you know, when you pick tomatoes and they have that smell, that green scent, that's what this smells like to me. And I'm here for this. I love this. That's so good. Green and herbaceous. That's simply, I can explain this one. Okay, let's do my samples, and this video will be a wrap. Flower Shop. Now this one's self-explanatory. Heavy, 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 heavy floral. This might be a little too floral for me. I can handle floral, but sometimes when you have lilacs, my mother, she's opposite from me right now. She loves floral blends. My mother loves lilac. She loves peony. We both love rose. I love roses. I always love the smell of rose. This here to me has a lot of lilac, jasmine, and maybe honeysuckle in here. So it's quite a heavy floral. Next we have Fresh Linen Odor Eliminator. This one here. This smells like a laundry blend. Fresh, odor out, yummy freshness is what this one is. It's really not much to describe for that one because it's meant to be just an odor eliminator. Popcorn Trifle. Popcorn Trifle. Oh, is that good? It smells like caramel corn or kettle corn. Don't know all the yumminess that's in it, but I can imagine it's like one of those designer popcorns. I'm making a trifle for Christmas, actually. I'm going to do one this year. I haven't made one for a while. And finally, we have tropical eucalyptus. This one here, it doesn't smell like traditional eucalyptus that's spa-like and aromatherapy and cleansing to the air. This is a little, it smells like has a little bit of creamy coconut in here. Or I don't know exactly what's all in here, but we'll see. I'll put that in my tea light warmer in my spare bathroom and we'll see what that one is like. So, okay, 45 minutes, 25 seconds. This was my most recent several hauls from Sassy Girl Aroma. If you got it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching and sticking with me while I talk about these wax goodies that we got. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, and I will see you soon.